Hi, guys. Oh my God, it's so great to be here with you guys. And what a special treat to be in this moment with you guys, right?
Halfway around the world.
Halfway around the world. And just so you know, we are occasionally looking over here because we get to see your reaction and your faces, and our camera's right here. But I see you guys right now. I see all of our leaders. Hi, guys.
Wow.
See Johnny and I see Claire and I see Beauty and I see everybody, and we love you guys.
And all the top pin levels.
All of our top leaders are in the front. And just first of all, we wanted to just say how much we miss you. I mean, and how important it is for us to be there with you. I feel like this is going to be our year. This is our year that we're going to be back, you know, right before COVID. And the last time we were there was November 2019, I believe. And then of course, COVID hit. And I hope that we're moving past this moment so we can be together again. I hope by the end of this year. Believe me, no one wants to be there more than us. We're ready, able and willing, and want to spend this time with you. You know, I'm going to talk for just 10 minutes because I want JR to have the floor tonight, but I want to talk to you for a few minutes about you and how important it is for you to do something for you. You know, we have a tendency and I'll remember to talk a little bit slower because I think we're doing simultaneous translation. Is that correct? And so I want to remember that and keep that in mind. But I want you to remember how important you are, that you are enough to do this, that you have all the abilities that you need in order to grow this business, that you have everything you could possibly dream of in order to be successful, because you have you. And, you know, when I think about JR and I's success over the years, it really, the first several years when nobody believed in us, it was determined by us. And if you never quit, if you never throw in the towel, you can have and achieve anything you want. We're actually in Dominican Republic right now, taking a 3-day vacation for the first time in 5 years. Our friend Alejandro Sanz, who many of you met and saw at our international convention several years back, is performing here, and we came to visit him. And, you know, we were taking a break on the beach for the last 3 days. And while we were on the beach, you know, and I know Kevin Buckman is watching from Singapore, but I know Kevin understands this well. But on the beach here, there's many little hermit crabs, these little crabs that crawl across the sea floor and the sand. And have any of you ever seen what these little crabs that crawl everywhere? The interesting thing about their life is that as they grow and as they go through the journey of their life and take the next step, they're constantly scurrying the ocean floor for another shell, one that they can grow into, one that steps them out of their comfort zone, one that takes them to places that they've never been before. And throughout life, as their journey continues, they find a new shell every time they grow out of it. So we should really take lessons from those hermit crabs, those little crabs that we see crawling across looking for a shell. That's what I want you to do. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard because sometimes we become afraid. We become afraid to do things that we should do in order to grow our business or to do something for us. You know, if you don't risk anything, you risk everything. If you don't risk anything, you risk everything. You know, you have to do what you have to do. And sometimes you need to understand that you have to completely die in the current form that you are to become the person you were meant to be. And that's really, really important. It really is. You know, life is not just about achieving goals. It's not. It's about who you become when you achieve those goals. And that's really important. I know that because every time even JR and I hit a new goal, it's not about hitting the goal necessarily. It's what happens to our mind and what we believe can happen every time we go for another goal, right? So it's not about necessarily hitting the goal. It's about the confidence that we build as we get there. You know, what's the one thing that stops you from going berserk in this business? What's the one thing that stops you from just taking what you learned this weekend and putting it into action and making it happen? Think about that for a moment. What's the biggest fear that you have in the business that stopped you from getting where you need to be so you can redesign your life? Think about that for a moment. And don't worry about who you're in competition with. You're not in competition with anyone but you. The only person you need to compete with is themselves, right? The only person we want to be better than is the self that we had yesterday. We want to be better than the person we were yesterday. That should be one person, only you. It's you against you. It's me against me. You got to stop worrying about what other people do and stop saying you're fine. Stop saying you're okay with not making it. Stop making excuses for saying, you know what, I'll be fine. I'll make the bills when I can, even though I don't have time for family or vacation. I'm not going to do anything about it because I'm fine. When you say you're fine, you've convinced yourself that you're fine with not having it. That's all you've done. Every time you say you're fine, you've simply convinced yourself that you're okay with not having what it is that you want. Imagine building this business and being able to have the time freedom, the financial freedom in order to do the things that you want with your life, with your family, and live a life that you design. You see, you've gotten used to hitting the snooze button on your phone that gives you 5 extra minutes to sleep in the morning. What you need to do is the reverse. What you need to do is, and I want you to try this tomorrow, wake up 30 minutes earlier than you woke up today. 30 minutes earlier, throw the sheets off your body. Jump out of bed. Take action. Do the things that you keep saying you're going to do that you haven't done, and watch what happens. In order to make it, you'll encounter and come face to face with the physical force that it needs to happen to make a real change in your life. When you literally become the person that you were meant to be, when you come face to face with what physical force looks like in order to make it happen. Because you see, we are constantly in a fight with ourselves. You know, for those of you who've been at convention, one of my favorite things that Jared does is when he always talks about the little guy on your shoulder, you can't do it. Another guy says, I can do it. Another guy says, I can't do it. And he says, I can do it. And here's the truth of the matter is, stop listening in your head. If you stay in your head, you're dead. You're not going to get there. You have to understand that you have to come face to face with physical force in order to make a change. That's what you have to do. The possibilities are endless. Listen, all the time that you spend convincing yourself it won't work for you, it takes the same amount of energy to make it happen for you. It takes the same amount of energy to throw the sheets off the bed and wake up 30 minutes earlier and work on your possibilities list. Contact and call the people that you haven't called on your list. Make the effort to grow your business, to do something for you. That's what you need to do, because anything out of the ordinary, anything out of the norm, your brain automatically stops you. Why? Because it already knows you. It already knows that you don't keep commitments to yourself. It already knows that some of you won't keep your promises that you want to have a better life. Now, most of you are there for a reason, right? You're there because you want to make this happen. You want to make a difference in your life. You want to see those things happen. You want to break the routine that you've been in. You know, the funny thing is, when we're hungry, right? What do? We eat. When we're thirsty, we drink. You wouldn't deprive yourself of water and you wouldn't deprive yourself of food. But when your soul needs something, we don't feed it. We don't feed our soul with what we need in order to get to the next level. And so we stay stuck. And we do the opposite of what we do when we're hungry or when we're thirsty. You see, you have to feed your soul too. And that means you have to put yourself in the right place at the right time. You're doing that this weekend. You have to stay within the atmosphere. You have to do what works in order to keep going. You see, Jared and I couldn't be doing this after 30 years if we didn't surround ourselves with the perfect team, like Claire, like Kevin Buckman, like Charlie, who was up here on stage, or the incredible leaders like Johnny and Beauty and David and Stella and Yvonne and Simon, all these incredible leaders out there with us, Beatrice. Think about it. We could not be where we are today if we didn't surround ourselves with the right people. You see, the right people is right here within our atmosphere, and that's what we do. You need to stop worrying about how it's going to happen, how you're going to do it, and you need to just start doing it. Let me tell you something. The best advice I can give you is don't think about it. Just go. When I am struggling, when I am afraid, when I'm not sure how I'm going to hit a goal, you can ask JR. I am a force to be reckoned with. You got to move out of my way because there is nothing that's going to stop me from getting to where I want to be. Is that true?
That's true.
And the same is true here. Whenever we are on a mission, wherever we have a strong passion or desire to get where we want to be, nothing can stop us. You got to stop worrying about who's talking about you, what they're saying. Who cares? They're not even important in the picture. And when you stop worrying about everybody, and you start taking action, the anxiety starts to go away. That's the funny thing about this. The anxiety starts to go away. So you know what I mean? What will you do in tough times? What will you do in tough times? How will you get through it? What will you do? Because I can tell you this from my personal experience after 30 years, there's only one way to do it. It's not to stop and think about it. It's to get a game plan. And the great thing about our business is that we give you a roadmap to success. You've got an incredible line of leadership. Find your leader and follow them. And then lead your people to where exactly you want to go. Because I guarantee you they want to go to the same place. You got to stop saying, I'm not going to whine about this. I'm not going to be a whiner. I'm going to be a warrior. I can make this happen. That's your goal. And when you go through pain in order to succeed and you start building the business, you can ask any of these leaders that I see over here in the front row. Let me tell you something. You can ask any one of those leaders. When they were making it, it was never easy. Do you think that when Stacy Tung built the organization she built, it was easy? Heck no, it wasn't easy. But let me tell you something. She built a business that will last a lifetime. She built a business that will last a lifetime. Stacy Tung is one of our heroes, and it's people like Yvonne and Simon and Stella who have kept their group going. But let me tell you something. Stacy built and laid out the foundation. She followed the roadmap for success. When times got tough, she didn't get bitter, she got better.
Wow.
That's what you have to do. You see, most people live by an imposed set of rules. You got to set your own rules. You got to make your own rules. That's what you have to do. Spending time going backwards is not logical. You're never going to get where you want to go that way. Nope. You have the power to do whatever you want to do. And sometimes, like I said before, you have to be willing to die in any form in order to become who you want to be. I think about Stacy often because I talked to her a lot in the last year as she was battling. She never complained. She never wished for. She lived. She lived, and she made people who were around her live also. She lived the life that she dreamed about, that she created. And because of it, her son will have a legacy to follow that's huge. I think about our own Dennis Franks. Losing Dennis in October was incredibly challenging. Let me tell you something. Most people can't survive that. The most important thing you can do is grow. Grow. That's what they would want. That's what Dennis would want. That's what Stacy would want. That's what our leaders want for you. You got to stay in the atmosphere. A lot of people can't become who they are meant to be because they're too attached to who they've been. You got to let go. You got to become emotionally bankrupt. Emotionally bankrupt. You got to let go of everything you know and trust yourself that you can do this business. Your conviction must make you inconvenienced. Your conviction must make you inconvenienced. Don't worry about what other people think. I need you to call 911 on you. I need you to call 911 and rescue yourself. I need you to do this for you. That's what I need you to do. You see, your critics don't count. Their words don't count. Their words will fade, but you will not. You will stay with us. And the one thing I want you to take home this weekend, the one thing I really want you to take home with you this weekend is the new you. The new you, who you become at the end of this weekend. You You don't have to hit those new goals yet. Remember, they're just on your list. You got to write them down. but it's who you become in your mind this weekend when you've changed and said, this is who I've become because I have a new set of goals. What you've set your mind to. You see, you can make it. I want you to know something. You're always one decision away from a totally different life. Let that sink into you right now. I love you guys. I want to thank you guys. Why I me. I appreciate you so much. I wish I was there with you. I know it's on our wish list, our want list. We will be there with you and we will make it happen. It's in our mind, and whatever we put in our mind happens. I want to thank all of our leaders. I want to thank Johnny and Beatrice and David and Beauty and Stella and Daisy and Eileen and Janice and all of you out there for being incredible leaders. And I love when I see our list of people who always love to stay on top and the new leaders who grow. And I want to thank Claire for being an incredible leader that she is. She really is. And I love you, Kevin, for being out there. And I just want to thank you guys. And I love you so much. And with that, you know, I could talk all night and I wish I could, but I'm going to turn it over to my husband, our president, our CEO, and J.R. Reitinger. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much.
Great.
I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay. You're going to slip out.
I'm going to slip out on you.
Wow. That was incredible, Loren.
Thank you.
And I hope everybody took that to heart. Look, I wish we were there. I really do. We tried to come, but they wouldn't let us come. We'll be there next time. You know, if some of the rules are lifted, there's nothing that we want to do more than reunite with you. So hopefully that can happen, you know, at the next big event. But it all comes down to belief. And, you know, our number one product has always been belief. I know everybody's excited about and believes in all of our products, but our number one product is belief itself. And, you know, studies were done and it was proven that it takes 1/billionth of a volt to change your belief, to make up your mind, to decide what you're going to do. And it changes the future. So I hope that in the next 15 minutes, I can do some brain surgery and operate on your thinking and cause that 1/billionth of a volt to snap across your cerebral cortex so that you will believe just a little more in yourself, in the model, in the company, in the plan, and in your line of leadership to make it happen. But I want to congratulate you because you're really demonstrating belief tonight. You know, it took a lot to get out there this evening or this morning. It's morning there. And I'm really impressed by that. And seeing the size of the crowd and knowing what the rules are and how difficult it is, it's very impressive. But, you know, it's even more difficult, I think, to do this at home because you got to change the environment, you got to make rules, you got to change the atmosphere, you have to keep everybody quiet, you have to commit the time, you have to get your little watch group together and other people together. And you guys have set records. You set a record last night with your UBP, a record number of people in a hybrid UBP of those that were online and those that were there, and a record again today. And it takes a lot of work to get people online. So listen, I'm extremely impressed. I applaud your effort, your belief, your commitment. You really made it happen. And you know, I've said from day one in the business, part of my philosophy that I've always taught is that the difference between success and failure is very simple. People search for that answer. They go to seminars, they go to courses, looking for the answer to what's the difference between success and failure. And it's just very simple. The individual who succeeds simply does what the individual who failed did not do. Now, you can't argue with that. When you think about it, the result speaks for itself. They were doing something that caused them to succeed when the other person didn't do it and therefore didn't succeed. And if we can identify those elements that cause one person to succeed that the other person didn't do and didn't succeed, we have a miracle. We can simply do those things and succeed. So the individual who succeeds does what the individual who failed did not do. And what Market America and we have done as a leadership team for 30 years, now listen to this, is to remove all the barriers and obstacles and provide all the technology and systems to make it as realistic as it can possibly be for you to succeed. Now, when you think about the difference between success and failure being the individual who succeeds does what the individual who failed didn't do, there's a few things that it comes down to. One is you have to show up. And congratulations, you showed up tonight. That puts you in the top 5%, okay? Right off the bat. Now, if you want to be in the top 1%, okay, you simply have to get others to show up. Number one, you have to show up. Number two, you have to have others show up. And three, the third thing is you've developed a little team. See, you showed up, you had other people show up. So now you have to follow a simple plan and steps as a team, just doing a few simple things together to succeed and make a significant supplementary income, which could become living security. In other words, it's going to keep coming in when you have other people earning. So what are those things? Like the Master Unfranchised Owner Program. That means your business is open. The Dennis Frank's 53 Challenge. If you just do those two things as a team and you show up, you get other people to show up and you follow that simple plan as a team, you're going to have a significant supplementary income. It's been proven statistically. So what I want to talk about tonight and try to get that billionth of a volt to snap across your cerebral cortex to get you to believe and realize and change your mind and commit to this, that you are in the right place at the right time with the right company. I'm going to say that again. This is what you have to realize. This is what you have to indelibly impress upon your cerebral cortex like a neon sign that just lights up. You're at the right place at the right time with the right company and business model. And if you were ever going to make it, if little old you was ever going to rise to the top, this is your chance. This is where it can happen. So the right place. Why are you at the right place? Because if you have to come to a point in your life where you have decided to make a change in your life. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired, as Kevin calls it, comfortably miserable. You're tired of just getting by. You're tired of being deprived of what you really want in life for you and your family, and you're going to do something about it. You need to become the change you want to see. See, all we have is time, and the highest use and the best use of your time is this business because of two things. It gives you an income big enough to do what you want, but it also gives you the time to do it. See, sometimes you can get the time without the income, and sometimes you can get the income without the time, but you need both to really live your dream. Does that make sense? So there's nothing else that you could possibly be spending time on that's as valuable as spending time on the business. Now, if you spend time in the right way and do the things that have been proven to work, you're going to have rapid success. I hope that I can impress upon you this enough that you will make a little change and try it. Okay, number two. You have realized that you can't solely rely on one income stream or a job or whatever you're doing now because it has not produced the result that you want in life, okay? You need to do something more to get something more. And there's other reasons too. Why? Inflation is going to go off the Richter scale. You're working hard already and you have no time freedom. That's a great reason. Okay, you're in that rut going back and forth of that hamster wheel. And you've decided what you want out of life. Now, look, the greatest disappointment, the greatest sin, if you will, is not to achieve your dreams in life, not to make the most of your life. So now's the time to do it. Number three, okay. the graveyard. Time is running out. You know, for years, I used to talk about the graveyard because there was a reason for it. And the tombstones, I took Loren when she was 21 to the graveyard. She thought I was crazy. She was with a lunatic. And we walked up and down the aisles, the rows, and looking at them. And she said, why are we doing this? I said, because you want to see where you'll end up if you don't do something more with your life. Nobody lives forever, but everybody has a birth date on that tombstone and a death date. The birth date, they didn't want to come out and be born. They came out screaming, protesting. And when it was time to die, they didn't want to die either. Okay, but between every one of those birth dates and death dates, which they had very little to do with or very little control over, is a dash, which they did have control over. And the question is, what did they do with the dash? See, what did they do with the time that they had? Now, time is running out. Okay, so if you're in the right place, and you at the point in your life where you've decided to make a change in your life, to make that dash count. I always used to joke about the dash that we all have a friend that tells us, that's not going to work. You can't make it. They're so concerned about your life and what you're doing. And they constantly criticize you and, try to discourage you. So when it comes time to die, and we all are going to have that day, are you going to be able to call up your good friend Ralph and say, hey, Ralph, you take my place? You're my best friend. He's not going to take your place. So here's my point. Now that it's time to live, don't let Ralph live for you either. Make your own life. Make your own dreams come true. Okay, so number two, you realize that you can't solely rely on the income. So there's things happening like inflation. Let's go forward and make things happen. Okay, so time is running out. Time is our most valuable commodity. We all have the same amount of time. It's the great equalizer. I want you to think about this. The difference between you and me or other great leaders that have risen to the top is simply how we use our time. You see, we all have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 4 weeks a month, and 12 months per year. And the difference is how we each use the time we've been given. How are you using it? Don't let time be wasted. Time is now. The time is now to do something. So the questions are, do you love what you're doing? We have this statue actually at our estate in Miami to remind us it's old man time. Are you wasting time? Do you like what you're doing with your time? Can you do more with your time? And it's kind of like a reminder. So are you doing what you want? So it's all about time, and it's later than you think. The highest and best use of time is this business. There's many things that you can do with your time. You can go back to school, you can do art, you can do philanthropic things, you can do, your job, you can do whatever you want. But see, putting time into this business is the highest and best use of your time because it gives you the freedom and the income and the time to do what you want. The unfranchised business in a 2 to 3 year plan and supplementary income gives you both a large ongoing income and the time freedom to do what you want. But we all have the same amount of time. So it comes down to how you use that time. Okay. So, the question is, what are you doing with the dash? You don't want at the end of your life, that dash not to count and to be totally forgotten, not make an impact and not leave a legacy. Now's the time to live. Now's the time to make it happen. Now's the time to make a difference. So what's the probability? Let's just talk about this for a minute. I want you to think, what is the probability of you making it or succeeding or completing the 2 to 3 year plan and having living security? You see, you can do a lot of things. You'd have to go out and find a business if you made this decision. And that takes a lot of work. And the probability of making it is very, very low. See, the probability, how it works mathematically and what the factors are and how to make it work for you are very important. Okay. In most businesses, it requires $500,000 investment to make $100,000. So you're already behind the 8 ball. It's going to take a while to even make it. If you don't make it, and 95% of the businesses do not make it, okay, only 5% succeed, you're going to go bankrupt. Most people can't risk leaving their job to do something. So the probability is very low. How are you going to learn what to do? What are you going to do? Start a manufacturing facility? You're going to go into writing software? What type of experience do you have? And the competition is extremely hostile. Nobody wants you to make it. Nobody that knows what they're doing, that's already done it, is going to help you do it. They're going to try to get you to go out of business. But it's the opposite in the unfranchised business in market America. So, people get lucky, but who wants to depend on luck? Okay. Probability is the key to making it. We have increased the probability as high as it can go for any individual that will do certain things to become successful. Now, people criticize you and do not support you, and they say that, oh, what are you doing? One of those things, that business won't work. Well, what do they know? They haven't made it. But I want to tell you why they do that. Okay, they do that because if and when you make it, you're going to expose their mediocrity. I always say you must succeed so that other people can realize their dreams, because they don't know how to believe. They don't know how to set goals. They don't have a vehicle. But when you do it, when you make it, it changes everything. It now becomes possible. You see, so you must succeed so that other people can realize their dreams. And in so doing, your wildest dreams come true. But those that criticize you, your family or friends or people that you thought were your friends, the reason they're doing it is they don't want you to make it. Because if you do make it, it exposes their mediocrity. And now it takes their excuse away, because it is possible. You proved it is possible. I had a guy that I showed the plan to 30 years ago. I bumped into him at a reunion, and he said, wow, JR, you sure are lucky. Well, he had done pretty well as a lawyer, so he used the word, you sure are fortuitous. People use, when you get affluent, people use fancy words. But basically saying, you were lucky. I said, weren't you the same guy that 28 years ago I showed the plan to? And you told me that would never work, that I was crazy and I was going to fail. Isn't that you? He said, well, yeah, things were different back then. I said, well, I want to thank you. And you're probably right. I want to thank you because I am lucky that I didn't listen to you. Always remember that. Okay. So the right time. This is the right time, folks. The right place, the right time. Okay. Now, why is it at the right time? Because things have changed. You see, entrepreneurism is on the rise. Before, people were asleep. They were satisfied. They were the hamster on the treadmill. They were too busy keeping up just to keep up. They were comfortably miserable, like Kevin talks about. Okay, but people are waking up. Young people see their parents who proved that the 45-year plan doesn't work. They don't want to end up there, work their whole life and fundamentally be broke or live month to month. Young people want freedom and to avoid that perpetual rut. So home-based businesses eliminate the brick and mortar cost and the overhead. And that's what our model is the champion of. So technology and digital arsenal of tools to attract customers. You can get into some type of home-based business, but how are you going to get customers in business? We built a whole system and a whole arsenal of tools that actually attracts customers for people in volume. Technology and digital arsenal of tools, and people who were a hamster on a treadmill and caught up, okay, kind of in a coma, and then not paying attention or looking. It was hard to get them out to look, to open their mind. But that's changed now. People are waking up. People are worried. They're concerned. okay? The next thing is the internet and e-commerce business in a box is made and looks to satisfy this trend. We have a trend and you have a business that is leading the parade in that trend. It's relevant, you know, the internet e-commerce business in a box is looking to satisfy this because people don't want to go to stores. It wastes time and money. They need to be able to compare merchandise. To compare merchandise, you got to go to numerous stores. You can do it all online. You can also see if the supply chain has affected things and you don't want to go looking for it, end up at the store and the shelf is empty. So you can find where it is. Okay, we can compare prices, availability. It's much easier done online, okay, than actually going out shopping. Comparative shopping, comparing everything. This is why curbside pickup, Instacart has become a major trend. And we have collective buying power to force prices down. Anything that you want, enough of you want, we can go and bring that item in and force the price down and increase the BV or the IBV. And with digital integration, which is simply identifying the commonalities of what people want in the organization and your customers, we can supply anything you want. And then you get the shop local advantage. Now, look, we have a universal shopping cart. There's only a couple other ones in the world. You know, Alibaba, Tmall, eBay, and Amazon. We're one of the only ones in the world, and you own one. I mean, it does exactly the same thing. So with internet and e-commerce business in a box, it's looking to satisfy things. It's relevant. People don't want to go to stores. So you should be looking at examples of Shopify, Amazon, Marketplace for the purpose of conversation. When people ask you what you do or what it's about, you need to be able to explain what those other ones do and what they don't do and how ours is better, because that's what's going to get people's attention. So we've made a 3-minute video that actually does that for you and helps you explain that. It's all about the conversation. If you can have a conversation that's on the cutting edge, that's enthralling, interesting, intelligent, and it's about what you're doing and what you discovered, people are going to want to evaluate it, and that can change everything. So the examples of Shopify, Amazon, in the Amazon Marketplace, and what they do and what they don't do really is important. You know, compare it to the MA and shop.com model. And on top of what we do as a universal shopping cart, we have a digital arsenal of tools. A 360 turnkey system is what we supply you, everything that you would need. You don't have to develop anything. And in those systems, you don't even own the customer. But with us, we track the customer in a footprint and you own it. So, you know, the MA tracking system or footprint and accumulation and accrual is revolutionary. It doesn't exist anywhere else with any of these companies. You're the only one that has it. Then vertical profitability. I should have patented this because real estate and insurance and chain stores and franchises would love to be able to do that. Okay, we know the secret, and listen, it is absolutely revolutionary, never been done before, where you can be profitable, okay, by building vertically rather than horizontally. It's a modern day miracle. When I was creating it, everybody said that it was impossible, but we figured out how to do it mathematically, systemically, and programming wise. And it is a modern day miracle, so don't take it for granted. So all of this adds up to a much higher probability of success or getting paid. Our business model provides the highest probability for an individual who will commit to it and do some simple things for a year or so, that they will have a successful business and a substantial income. It's a modern day miracle. I mean, the technology allowing us to meet today is a miracle. But greater than that, we're connected by belief in a common cause and an entrepreneurial spirit. But you know, the business is really about relationships, and Market America becomes a family. And you know, for many, the Market America family becomes closer and stronger than their actual blood family. So all I can say about that is we have got to find a way to get out of this rut and get back together and start meeting in person. And I think it'll happen this year. But our plan is revolutionary. It's never been done before. You have it. Our technology, our tracking system, and the vertical profitability put us in a category of one. There is nothing like us. I hope that you understand that. So the right company, you know, the right time, the right place, and the right company. So what we do, and what we do better than anybody else, is provide an entrepreneurial opportunity that removes the obstacles and barriers, that is relevant and addresses the current trends of what people want and are interested in. It leverages technology and the wave of digital and internet marketing and e-commerce or online shopping. You might want to get this video or this tape or this PowerPoint and write that down so that you can say it, because you have to be able to say it. That is the carrot. That is the difference. Okay, that's what sets us apart. And then with that model, we have branded products, our own exclusive sought after brands that are life-changing and are highly profitable. And then we have thousands of other brands and brand names and stores, okay? And the system credits you with the retail profit, provides the best prices for customers and cash back, and accumulates the volume until you get paid the maximum amount, and you only have to have 2 channels, not 6, 10, or 20. There's nothing else out there like this. So the compensation plan, you know, it's revolutionary tracking system of tracking the footprint of all shopping, selling, and purchases, and extracting a piece of the margin from and crediting you with it from every single one of the suppliers. Okay, and you get credited with that 100% of the volume without dilution until each UFO earns the maximum amount possible. Now, everyone, when I was developing this, said that's impossible mathematically, programmatically, digitally, it just won't work. Well, we did it, and you have it. So don't take it for granted. This is a world changer. So, I mean, it's Google level. We just have not come to the point where people get it. So it's our job to make sure that they do get it. So, you know, the miracle of vertical profitability it's never been done before. It allows you to have a much higher probability of individual success with everybody working together and getting credit for the volume. And you only need 2. If you get in and do an evaluation approach and trial run, you have 1 line already going. All you need is 1 more. Okay, so it's a hybrid of every time-tested and proven sales and distribution method of the past 100 years. We took them all, took the best out of them, incorporated them into the program, eliminated the waste. And the 4th thing is it's positioned to take advantage of future trends in the marketplace because of our tracking system to digitally aggregate data and to see what the commonalities are of what people want. Because we really are one-to-one marketing. What does that mean? One-to-one marketing means that people hate to be sold, but they love to buy. So if you know what they want to buy, you can see the commonalities and go find it for them. If there's 5,000 people that want widget A and 10,000 people that want magic potion and lotion B or some nutraceutical C, we can go out and get it and provide it to them. And we'll always be on the cutting edge of what people want and what's coming out. So what are we really? This is very important. Can you explain what we are confidently and, gracefully? That's what you have to be able to do to rise to the top. So you should practice. But what we are is the most powerful home-based internet digital marketing business in the world. And we are at the center of where, of the business area that's growing faster than anything else. Internet marketing, e-commerce, online shopping, exclusive MA brands. Now, the reason I mention that is everybody else doesn't provide you with a product. You got to go find the product. We already have the best. The exclusive MA brands, proven in demand, market-driven, priced competitively, and highly profitable. Okay, much more profitable than affiliate marketing or other forms of internet marketing. And then thousands of other name brands or partners or partner stores. People can get anything they want. If you identify as a group things that people want that we don't have, all we need to do is come together and we'll get them. We'll put them in the system. And then the Market America shopping annuity and super IBV products that are necessity products, high volume necessity products that people are having trouble getting or the prices have gone way up on. Okay, we can offer them at a better price and carry 25 to 50% IBV or BV. Grand slam home run. But you need to be involved in it. Okay, one, to benefit from it, and two, to create what we bring on in the future. You can tell us what to market. So that whole mall without walls and shopping annuity concept is at the center of what we do. So why do we thrive? We thrive because we are adaptive. And that's because of what we are always relevant in a solution because that's the way our business works, okay? And finally, we're being recognized. We're being recognized, in the press and the media and the trade associations, okay? So we are an online shopping and e-commerce business. You need to get that straight in your mind. We use one-to-one marketing and relationships. Amazon doesn't have that. They don't have anybody that knows the customer, that takes care of the customer. You can't even call them up, and you have a UFO who assists and cares about you. People power, true people power, a personal shopper and guide for the customer, a coach and a partner for the new UFO. The new UFO comes on, he has somebody that's already making it that has a vested economic interest in helping them make it. And then we have necessity, consumable, health and nutrition, cleaning, disinfectant, and sanitation products, all which are essential. And anything else someone wants through shop.com, it can be provided. If we don't have it on there, we can get it on there. Most of everything we have. So you can become their personal shopper. You realize how appreciative people are, and it almost it makes them become dependent upon you when you can show them where to get what they want or what they need or what they're looking for. So you see the shopping annuity products, the super IBV, the shop local, the food, the Rastelli's in the US. I don't know what we have over there, but we'll get something if we don't. So you become their personal shopper and help them provide everything that they need. They become dependent on you because you are the solution. So use these articles and conversation. It's finally being recognized. You need to brag a little bit. You need to have some substance. Okay, this is what we are. And we are an industry leader leading the parade, and we have things that nobody else has. Now, many of these are billion-dollar companies with tremendous capitalization, okay? Our capitalization is our people and our customer base. Well, you can use these now, these articles and what they say. They tell the story. See, listen to me now. It's all about the conversation. You're talking to people, meeting the people all the time. You have over 500 friends from the past. What's your conversation about? Oh, you want to get into business and make some money? That's not going to work. Talk about the exciting aspects of our business, the technology, how we're leading the parade and what we do and how innovative it is. That's what builds interest, okay? So you have these articles. I'm not going to go through what they say, but you have them. You can get the PowerPoint and utilize them in the conversation to get them to evaluate it And don't try to get them in. Qualify them. See if they want more of the 2 to 3 year plan. If they do, let's talk about how to get some people to evaluate it. If it works out in a trial run, you've already succeeded. You're already making money. It's a win-win situation with no pressure. So why do we thrive? Why have we thrived through recessions, problems? We always thrive. It's because we are adaptive and we are relevant and a solution. In a way, we're like a chameleon. We change our colors with the situation to become what is needed in order to survive. We're a home-based business. Now, this is a new rising trend. It was strong back in the early 2000s, and then some shenanigans and, not so ethical people got in, and it kind of, put the damper on it. But that's changed now. It's fallen away, and it's coming back and combining with digital type of businesses. So a home-based business, a business that you can run from home without the need for commercial space or a separate brick and mortar expenses and a lot of employees. That eliminates the risk. And it's just a matter of knowing how to do it. Well, we solve that because we have a turnkey system and guidance and a whole program to make that happen for them. So we're providing a 360 system and technology and a universal shopping cart and product broker system, eliminating the normal startup barriers to run a business that can earn 6 figures without a significant investment. We eliminate the investment, we eliminate the barriers, we provide the technology, okay? And we provide a product set and a methodology of shopping that people want to do. So Market America was featured years ago as a forerunner and leader in the unfranchised home-based business. It was featured as the leader in home-based business. So remember, the magic combination of the buzzwords today are home-based business and internet marketing or online shopping. We have them both. So by the way, what is a 360 turnkey system and a universal shopping cart? When I say that, people nod, oh yeah. But when you ask them, well, what does that mean? They really don't have any answers. They don't know. So just let me run through it real fast. So universal shopping carts like an Amazon and Alibaba, Tmall, eBay, there's only a handful in the world, and you have one. Market America's exclusive branded products, competitively priced, highly profitable, sought after, and recognized worldwide, considered constantly adding new products and markets based on one-to-one marketing and trending of what people want. Other people don't do that. You don't get any products with Shopify or with Amazon. You have to provide them. Then fulfillment, think about it, fulfillment. You set up a website, start doing e-commerce, there's a lot more to it. Fulfillment, order processing, payment processing, shipping and delivery, tracking, crediting of the volume, crediting of the retail profit and cash back. We do it all. All the technology from SEO, SEM, development, site stability and speed, image updating, inventory and back order prevention, site and page design and optimization. All these are big projects that take really smart people to do, and they have to be tested to work. You don't need to worry about any of it because it's in this 360, degree turnkey package. An arsenal of digital tools and marketing for customer acquisition and attracting new customers. Yeah, you can set up a site, but how are you going to get the customers? We have programs that combine technology with people that reach out and bring you back customers, follow up, take the order, marketing, specials, seasonal promotions, volume and footprint tracking, and conversion of all shopping, ordering, and sales into commission income from capturing a piece of the margin from every supplier or store. Nobody else does that. See, worldwide and global e-commerce sales and ordering and fulfillment, and revolutionary tracking systems of the footprint of UFOs and customers that the UF owns. If you register them, you own them. It doesn't matter where they go, what they do, and everybody they lead to also becomes part of that. Nobody else does that. You sell something on Amazon or one on eBay, somebody else can take the customer. You do realize that, right? So we're a leader and pioneer in a home-based business for nearly 30 years. It's come back and we're at the forefront, combining those two powerful concepts of home-based business and internet marketing. So why are we the solution? It's because internet marketing, e-commerce, online shopping, and home-based business are a magic combination, and you can execute from home or wherever you are. You carry the business in your head, a multi-million-dollar business in your head. You can take it anywhere you want. It's supported, integrated, tracked, and supported. So, shop.com, online shopping, consumables, necessities, UFO, personal shopping, shopper assistant, all the features and angles on this just make us the very, very best, okay? So what we really are, you need to know and be able to talk about competently. You need to be able to rattle it off. We're the most powerful home-based internet digital marketing business. You need to memorize these things. We provide internet marketing, e-commerce, online shopping, exclusive inmate brands, proven in demand, market-driven, priced competitively, and highly profitable. Did I say that again before? I said it twice. I repeated myself. Oh, excuse me. Maybe you'll get it, okay? Thousands of other name brands and partners or partner stores, MA shopping annuity and super IBV products that are necessity, high volume products that are offered at better price and carry 25 to 50% IBV or BB. The mall without walls and the shopping annuity. I'm sorry that I get carried away, but it's just that good. And I need to be able to get that billionth of a volt to snap across your cerebral cortex for you to realize it. So what are we really? You can also add web centers and market or sell your own products. There's some people that are looking to do that want to do that. That's another way to reel them in. Offer it to other businesses, and then they can multiply their earnings with their own product and all the things that we already have. A revolutionary tracking system to provide supplementary income that can turn into living security. It turns into living security because it ends up happening to other people that you lead to, and they're not going to give up the income, so your income is going to be very stable. But no one else has this tracking system, okay? I hope that you realize that and appreciate it. And we remove all the barriers. You do it with a successful partner who has an economic interest in your success. You join a team. What other business do the successful owners and entrepreneurs who know the ropes want to help you? Hey, start a dry cleaner, start a restaurant, start a little internet or a little app development company. See who helps you. They're not going to help you. They don't have time. They don't make anything by doing it. And they're going to try to make you go out of business. Do you realize that? But here, it's the opposite. So do it with a successful partner who has an economic interest in your success. Join a team. What other businesses in the world provide this, this angle? So why do we thrive? Because we're adaptive and we're relevant and a solution. Why? Because we're a leader and a pioneer in home-based businesses, and we're a leader in online shopping, e-commerce, and internet marketing, okay? So you can see, you can get these slides, that we were already featured, 2005. It kind of went in a different direction. We kept going, now it's back. We're at the top as a digital marketer, online shopping model for entrepreneurs and a home-based business. So we have the cookie, we have the carrot, we have the most attractive option. And listen, it's a digital age. Now, all of you people over 50 need to hear this, and all you people that are under 30 need to hear this. This is a digital age, and the young people grew up in a digital age. It's a struggle for some of the, baby boomers. When I came out with this plan, Amazon didn't even exist. And we said we were going to do internet marketing. Today, okay, the great advantage is The youth, the younger people under 30 that are looking for opportunity are already equipped to be rock stars at this. They're the ones that you want to get involved. So listen, I have to tell you, and ramping down now, I'm coming in for a landing. We dedicated our lives and focus to entrepreneurial opportunity for the average person and masses. This is really important. It's important to understand. We dedicated to lowering or removing the entry barriers and obstacles, as well as providing leverage systems and technology so that the average person could do it, so that it was realistic. And that increased the mathematical probability of making it and gave greater control to the individual over the probability of earning and success. I mean, I could go on and on about probability. It really is important. They talk about claims and whatnot. You know, I use a basketball example. You can get in the game and you're going to make a lot of money if you can make a half-court shot, okay? Well, the probability of that happening is very low, and a lot of people might try. But if what we do is we move a step ladder underneath the basket in our game, and all you need to do is climb up the ladder and drop the ball in. Now, you got to show up, okay? And then if you get other people to do it and get in line, you're going to win. It's just that simple. We lowered the probability. We increased the probability of you happening. We lowered the requirements and what needs to be done in order to succeed. So this is your best chance. You know, there's two axioms that I always taught. Axioms are laws. The individual who succeeds simply does what the individual who fails didn't do. So you need to show up. You need to get others to show up. And you need to remember these three things: the right time, the right place, and the right company. And then it's the right people, you and the people you bring in. Leveraging is very important in success in business and accomplishing anything. So a tool, a system, or a technology that makes it happen, using the evaluation approach and the MPCP based on 2 times 2 times 2, the lowest number of channels that could possibly exist to have a multiplier built in to earn the maximum amount of money is genius. And to be able to duplicate and double and triple and quadruple that down in that vertical line has never been done before. So know what we are and what we are not. Be clear about it. We have the technology that makes this possible. You know, it's like Amazon, it's like eBay, which are market leaders, okay? But they have a universal shopping cart, and so do we. It's embedded into our very mission statement. Market America is an internet marketing and product brokerage company with a universal shopping cart, shop.com, providing a revolutionary tracking system technology that generates income. With thousands of partner stores and millions of products, hundreds of exclusive products, no cost to register as a customer. Customers earn cash back, and Market America Shop.com provide a system for entrepreneurs to create a supplementary income while providing customers worldwide with a better way to shop through revolutionary technology and the power of people and relationships. We are creating the economy of the future. We are powered by people just like you. So you must know what we are and who we are. How do you define us? Okay, you must be able to rattle it off effortlessly. So practice like you were doing a TV commercial or going to be in a play or a movie. Why are we the best home-based business or entrepreneurial opportunity in digital marketing and e-commerce? Why? Can you answer it? Can you say it? Why are we the best e-commerce business? Okay, I've given you the answers. How and why are we better? Do you know how to explain the universal shopping cart? Do you know how to compare us to Shopify, Amazon, eBay, or Alibaba and Tmall? Okay, the most important thing, however, above comparing us is what we have in addition to that: a revolutionary tracking system of the footprint of customers and UFOs. No one else has that. No one else is able to do it. And we guarantee that you own the customers. what other options do you have? What else are you going to do? This is it. Now, we made a little video that takes 3 minutes in order to explain this, because I know it's not that easy to explain the first time, but that starts the conversation. And then you can take it from there. Let's take a look. It's 3 minutes, and then I'll be 5 more, and we'll be done.
In today's world, more and more people are looking for ways. In today's world, more and more people are looking for ways to earn supplemental income. But what are the most realistic pathways to achieve this goal? So many of these approaches have the same problem. They require too much time, money, or know-how, making them simply out of reach for the average person. Another option is to partner with some of the biggest names in online retail. However, they too have their own unique limitations. Shopify, with 100+ store templates, online storefront hosting, and an e-commerce admin tool, Shopify may appear to be a more user-friendly option. But if you really examine the details of the site, you will find it does not include products, distribution, or customer support. There are also transaction fees on top of every sale, and additional apps on the site that can cost extra money. It's simply a traditional retail company online. Amazon. If you become an Amazon seller, you can put your products in front of more than 300 million customers worldwide. But that also makes for fierce competition with the vast amount of Amazon sellers around the globe. And while it does have a means of distribution, you still must handle sourcing your own products and navigating any potential issues with the site, such as customer service and shipping. eBay. Providing a variety of subscription-based entry points, eBay allows the user to choose how much money they want to put into their business according to personal comfort level and experience. What it lacks is support for creating and personalizing your online store. Like Shopify and Amazon, there is no provided inventory or inventory management, no ability to expand and leverage your business further, and you will incur additional transaction fees on every sale. These limitations create a support gap that does little to help the seller grow and thrive. But there is another option. Market America Worldwide and Shop.com provides a 360-degree digital experience that utilizes technology, support, products, and compensation. This includes access to all of the company's exclusive products that represent a vast selection of multi-billion-dollar industries. The platform not only offers thousands of partner stores and millions of products, but also includes websites, resources, training, and support. In short, everything you need to start, run, and grow your business. The Market America seller has the ability to earn retail profits by building a loyal and satisfied customer base, and earn commissions by expanding sales and distribution channels with additional teams of sellers. A revolutionary referral tracking system allows the seller to receive 100% credit on all purchases made by them, their customers, and their customers' referrals, as well as capturing their team's transactional footprints. The sophisticated Management Performance Compensation Plan, MPCP, enables people to earn a supplemental income. The Market America Shop.com experience is the complete package designed and built to satisfy multiple needs and provide the ultimate turnkey business solution for aspiring entrepreneurs.
Okay, I sure hope that that helps. That starts the conversation, you see. That gets people to understand a little bit more about what we are and why we're better. But did you see some of the pitfalls of those companies? And by the way, well, I don't know if that was in Mandarin or not. It will be. And we'll also add some of the Asian major sites to it so that it is perfectly relevant for what you're doing in your country. But did you realize some of the pitfalls of those companies? You have to find your own products. You have to buy and manage your own inventory. You have to become a fulfillment warehouse. You have to become your own call center, and you never own your customers. What a difference. you see. But that we don't stop there. That's just the beginning. We provide an arsenal of digital tools like Shop Live, where you can promote a product like a YouTube type of station, and it'll take the order, follow up, and help you make the sale. And it's you giving your little, explanation of why you love the product, or some of your customers, or some of your other UFOs. And it's phenomenally powerful. So there's a whole arsenal of e-retailing and digital marketing features and systems as an internet marketing company to expand and increase customer sales using universal shopping cart and digital tracking system of customers and the footprint that they create of people leading to people. And here are just some of those digital internet tools. And I emphasize this because you have to get the customers in the volume. So we don't just give you a site. Okay, we actually provide what's necessary to build a business. Things like cashback, shop tracker program, Shop Buddy, coupon generator and search, comparative shopping. Comparative shopping is big. The shopping annuity, SA brands and SA super IBV products, customized offers to each the UFO or customer based on their buying history, special offers and hot deals pushed. Ownership of the PCs. UFOs are protected. You own that customer. And the influencer and micro-influencer online sales recommendations. And it goes on. We just don't give you one web center or one universal shopping cart, but web centers and micro-influencer social media programs, trial size marketing, turnkey digital system that follows up and takes the order, an arsenal of digital tools, videos, social media templates, merchandising sites for MA major product divisions. I think we give you 5 different e-commerce websites, not just the main one. Shop local programs, other UFOs and customer programs using internet marketing, digital aggregation, where we can add up what everybody wants and what everybody's ordering to come out with new products if you want. Unfranchised marketing and Shop Live. So the opportunity you give affiliates, okay, is much lower. I mean, when you compare it, but Market America exclusive brands, okay, you're talking about up to 80% BV, 40% retail. If you figure out it as a commission, it's 15%, but it accumulates until you get paid, okay? And then 3 to 7% commission on other products, 50 to 75% IBV on super shopping annuity products. You can actually earn 2 checks on the same customer base. 2 checks, not one. You don't have to build more business. You already have the customers. So don't forget that UFOs receive 10% to 75% BV and IBV on the sales of the shopping annuity brand and super IBV products. This will put UFOs on target to build their shopping annuity business if they're already earning BV, okay? The point is, affiliate marketing doesn't hold a candle to it, okay? And that's, the other side of the coin. The Shopify's affiliate marketing, where somebody publishes their product and they get a little percentage on what moves. But what we provide on top of that is hundreds of exclusive cutting edge products, thousands of partner stores, cashback incentives to your customer support provided by the company, websites, resources, tools, and training. I call this a drum roll, okay? A drum roll of all the things that we're doing, unfranchised marketing app and trial size marketing, virtual online shopping, administrative tools and support for the UFO, incredible retail profits, the MPCP, a sophisticated tracking system to pay on the gross sales of your entire organization, and marketing promotion partners for you and the UFO to get the visibility that you need. We do it all. And here's the point. No one has what we have. No one. You need to recognize that. Stand up, be proud, be willing to get people to evaluate it by having the conversation, by telling the story, okay? Because we're a standardized, streamlined, uniform, high-tech, high-touch, 360 experience for the customer and the average individual who is looking to make an additional income without the time, money, or know-how. Other companies may have products or technology or a compensation plan, but no other company offers the depth and breadth of what takes it to succeed online. No one has what we have. So we're one of a kind, one of a class of one. Now, if you want a blueprint, now look, my point is this: if you were ever going to make it, here it is. We're delivering it to you in a box. All you have to do is show up, get other people to show up, and do a few simple things. So if you want a blueprint or a track to run on, and a step-by-step ladder or a recipe or formula to opening the business and progressing quickly to earn money and to go to the top, simply use the Master Unfranchised Owner Program, which it really is whether you open the business or not. Look, you could buy a McDonald's, you could buy some other traditional business, but if you don't show up and don't put the inventory in and don't hire the employees and do the things necessary, it's not going to make any money. You never really open. I hope that makes sense to you. So there's certain things in this business, you just can't sign up, okay? There's certain things that need to be done that are very simple, very doable in order to have an open done franchise. Then the second thing is, if you do the Dennis Frank 53 challenge, you're taking the daily, weekly, monthly steps that are going to cause you to rise in PIN levels. Put the MUFO or Master Unfranchised Owner Program and the Dennis Frank 53 together, and you're going to start hitting PIN levels and rise to the top very quickly this year. No, this is your chance. This is the sequel. You know all the great success stories of people making hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, but this is your chance. See, the time is now, okay? And you're at the right place with the right company at the right time with the right people. So I pray that you'll go forward and embrace these programs because they give you a staircase to walk up. You don't need to jump to the top. You don't need to be a superhuman being. You need to just do the things that have been laid out by the people who have made it, that have come before you, and it's going to happen. So look, I hope that this creates a magic moment. A magic moment is when the future is unknown. For instance, you haven't made it yet. People say that, well, they don't know if you'll make it. You wonder sometimes. But let me tell you what determines that. It's a magic moment. A magic moment is when the future is unknown and we're a little scared and we're uncertain. And that billionth of a volt snaps across your cerebral cortex and you come to believe. You come to commit. You come to make up your mind. You come and change your mind. And in that moment, the future is determined. It happened in Market America. It's happened 100 times. It happens throughout history. Greatness is born when somebody makes up their mind, and that changes the future. So that billionth of a volt goes off, and you make that decision and make up your mind and bring that belief. That determines the future. And this is the sequel where you are the star. And I pray that you'll take action now and make something happen. I'm so thankful that you were patient and listened. I ran a little over, but I really were feeling you. I hope you were feeling it. And I'll see you in Taiwan next time. In the meantime, hit some PIN levels. Let's have some fun. Let's make it happen. God bless you. I believe in you.